Are you doing a stream?
Yep.
So I'm going to do the same thing. What I did last time.
Visit buycaliforniabonds.com or contact your broker today because this special pre-sale is one day only, April 10th.
See this?
This ad is not an offer to sell nor a solicitation of an offer to buy bonds. Bonds may only be purchased through a broker and an official settlement.
Every break I will delete a letter from don't.
It's a new black pink sweatshirt.
My goal in life is to put myself out of the game.
It goes well. Spent the day, a couple hours at the gun show.
For me, spent the day.
Left her home.
Yeah, spent the day crying in bed because I'm sick.
She's sick.
There would be eye bags right here, but I put some of my mom's makeup on it. I put the foundation right here.
So yeah, I guess this is what the kids like, is that it's off the shoulder or whatever.
And I have two.
No one really knows. Because after a damaging earthquake, the dawn we woke up to today could look completely different tomorrow. It could happen today. Protect your home with earthquake insurance from the California Earthquake Authority. Learn more at earthquakeauthority.com.
Wait, is that Mark Thompson over there?
No, he's not here anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are probably, well, they do, the Marines fly through Cahuenga Pass. When they fly, they'll fly from Lemoore Naval Air Station, and they come through Cahuenga Pass.
That pen drop was everything. I know you purposely did that, by the way. I know you purposely did that pen drop.
Ask yourself the following questions. Do you need the flexibility to take classes on your schedule? Do you have college credit you need to transfer? Do you want to earn a quality degree from a world-renowned university? If you have questions, Arizona State University is the perfect school for you. Arizona State University offers over 150 highly ranked degree programs 100% online. You'll learn the same degree as you would on campus from wherever you are on your schedule. Plus, ASU Online accepts most transfer credits. For information, text school.
Yeah, so I went to usmachineguns.com and got my needs fulfilled of a rare weapon that I have. And yep. Yeah, you, as long as you paid for it or ordered it and paid for it before 5 p.m. yesterday, then you're good.
Digging through his pockets. Embarrassed, he decided to return a box of corn checks to the cereal aisle. Just then, a young man holding 2 six-packs of Bud Light reached down and scooped a $5 bill off the floor. He told me that he saw it fall out of his wallet. The man completed his purchase and left the store. That's when Don Poole saw the young man return one of his 6-packs of beer to the cooler. I wish I had been there with Don that day. I would have offered that young man a job at Gap because I know he cares.
What does it take to be a Shinrin dancer?
If you know Air,
Watch NCAA March Madness. Watch every game live on your favorite devices. YouTube TV. Try it free.
I want to meet you. You're going to love, absolutely love working at Gap.
Take 60 seconds or less.
We all look old.
Policy anytime. Right. Switch today and save. Go to myhippo.com. That's myhippo.com.
Apollo 100, as featured in Boogie Nights.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea.
That ad just says, sometimes for me it's intense gas or something, or diarrhea. That's me on a daily basis. Except the diarrhea
We
part.
discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my
Boogie Nights is actually a great movie.
gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go
Says Chest Rockwell.
Can show up with even one symptom.
EPI is manageable. But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms. Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
What would you do with 1,000?
Okay, I'll buy a house for each of my friends. Also,
It's 1,000.
I guess I get tacos for all of my friends. Most of them.
Still pretty good.
Listen for your cue to text to win $1,000 on KFI. Weekdays between 5 a.m. and 7 p.m. 20 after.
KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk. It is a dark secret place. I'm Brock Landers, in here until 11 o'clock. And the secret story, things you've never heard about Operation Eagle Claw, the ill-fated rescue attempt in Iran. We'll have that for you at 10 o'clock. And all kinds of stuff. Okay, so out there in the real world, as we speak, the Libyan National Army, the LNA, is fighting the GNA, which is the current government of Libya's army, and we'll get to the status of Libya here in just a second. But this is it's interesting to me that Obama washed his hands of Libya and that the media don't. I mean, that was a standalone. That was his. He made that. It had nothing to do with Bush and Iraq, and Bush lied, people died. But Libya just gets no coverage in the American media, even though it's been a chaosocracy pretty much since Obama committed NATO, or the U.S. Air Force and U.S. Navy, into providing a free Air Force for the Libyan rebels. But we'll get to that. Well, if you have a fairly new device with GPS in it, probably not a problem. If you have an older device with GPS, you may have had a problem, and that is GPS rollover. You see, thanks to a quirk in how GPS keeps track of time, some devices are due to have their calendars reset at it was 4 p.m. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. tonight. Older GPS systems were reset because when they first made GPS, it had 1,024 weeks capable of recording. There were only so many bits in the code. And so it went live in 1980. 1,024 weeks later, in August of 1999, when GPS was used a lot less than it is today, it rolled over and nothing happened. The issue is caused by what's called the 1,024-week number rollover. GPS systems keep track of time by counting weeks, but only have enough data to keep track of 1,024 of them before they need to reset. GPS went live January 6, 1980. The last time that happened was, like I say, August of 99. The navigation technology manufacturer TomTom, maybe you have a TomTom dashboard GPS, they told their users that there's no need to worry if you frequently update your device, but said those who don't may find navigation impossible. And they're talking about really old GPS systems. And I mean, like you might find in a 30-year-old bulk carrier freighter or something like that, though they probably have an updated one. The GPS Operations Division Chief for the U.S. Naval Observatory warned back in 2017 that this rollover that has already happened could lead to corrupted data and system failures with problems occurring beyond today. He said, quote, a nanosecond error in GPS time can equate to 1 foot of position error. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, the CISA, which is part of DHS, said in several memos warning government systems about this. Ironically, most private sector aircraft, institutions, corporations, and you and your phone and your car, you're not going to be affected by this. The irony is that U.S. government legacy GPS systems are the ones most likely to be affected by this, except that it already happened in 1999 and aircraft didn't crash out of the sky or anything like that. And besides, in August of 1999, people were already getting the panic ready for Y2K to have even noticed it. So anyway, as far as I know, unless you are driving around a 40-year-old or 50-year-old ferry boat or something like that, you probably have a far more up-to-date GPS, and it's not going to notice any of this. There's speaking of GPS, there's an interesting story from the BBC. The BBC noticed something about GPS and Vladimir Putin, that anywhere Putin goes, now the president of the United States doesn't do this, but anywhere Putin goes, they bring along GPS scramblers so that if you think you're going to kill Putin with a GPS guided bomb, they bring around these fairly powerful transmitters that create a bubble, about like a 1 kilometer diameter bubble around Vladimir Putin, and it scrambles a GPS signal. People have noticed this on phones and things, that what it does is it sends out a signal stronger than the satellites. So when something gets 2 miles above the Earth, for instance, and the signal on the ground that's spoofing the bomb or whatever, it now is stronger than the actual GPS satellite signal. If you don't know this, satellites, like if you have XM radio, I'm sorry, but if you have satellite radio, whatever, the GPS satellite signals are very weak. They can be blown out, just like turning a boombox up right next to your ear when you're trying to listen to a boombox, 100 feet away. And so Putin does this everywhere he goes. They scramble the GPS. People have noticed this on phones and things like that. And this is part of his normal security. As far as I know, the president of the United States doesn't do this, or else people would notice. You'd be sitting there looking at Google Maps or whatever, and it would put you in Olathe, Kansas or something. And it would completely screw up your phone's GPS. It would not know where it is. So anyway, that's a Putin thing. When we come back, one less thing that Putin is going to have very, very soon. I'll give you a hint. It floats and it carries aircraft, and it's a Navy ship. See if you can figure out what I'm talking about during the break. It is a Dark Secret Place, and Brock Lander's in here for Brian Suits until 11 p.m. KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk. Michael Chappé with the news.
California Highway Patrol motorcycle officer's been struck and killed by a sedan. Freeway near Lake Elsinore. The crash happened in the southbound lanes. Around 4:30 this afternoon. The officer's bike appeared to be pinned between two vehicles. Witnesses apparently said the driver of the sedan was before striking the officer on the right shoulder. Service is apparently being planned for Nipsey Hussle.
Ooh, and right after traffic, right?
President Trump has had a chance to see the newest sex defense along the border in Calexico.
Since October, agents along the 70-mile stretch of border here in El Centro sector have seen a nearly 400% increase in family units arriving in the sector.
The bollard-style fence is 30 feet high. It's designed so agents can see to the other side. Before the tour yesterday afternoon, Trump met with local border agents and lawmakers like Republican Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez. Melendez said an agent told her that dealing with asylum seekers has become more difficult.
There is a lot of cases where these people are not telling the truth. And that's not in every case. But of course, that's why you have the process in place, right, to figure out who's telling the truth and who isn't.
Trump told the group he is still willing to close the border if Mexico doesn't follow through with helping to stop more caravans from trying to enter the U.S. Texas Tech has beat Michigan State score 61 to 51. Tournaments that means the title game set. The Red Raiders advance to the national championship. With the win, Texas Tech will face Virginia for the title in Minneapolis on Monday. Crash clearing now in downtown LA in the 110.
That's on the 110 northbound side at the 101. That crash has cleared to the right. Back to the 10. If you're in the Irwindale area, 605 north at the 210 east, stalled car block in the right lane of that transition to the 210 east. Traffic slows as you approach. If you're in the Sepulveda Pass, good news there. 405 north before Mulholland. That earlier crash has cleared the lanes. Traffic has recovered there. And still some problems in Lake Elsinore on the 15 south before Nichols Road. That serious crash has all lanes shut down. Traffic slows back to Smithville Canyon north of Slope of Main to Lake. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster.
Hey, Brian Suits here for SolarMax Technology. I save money every single day with SolarMax, especially where I live. I don't even know what clouds look like, except for January. I put power back on the grid with my SolarMax panels, but now I've been thinking about going full Dirk Diggler and getting the home battery, the LG home battery. Because if you do have a power outage, then you've got hours, if not days, if you conserve it, of power for computer, your satellite dish. I have radio internet. All that stuff would stay up. I don't have to worry about power because I have the wall battery. So the home battery can keep all your devices charged, keep your Wi-Fi, TV, fridge, a life-saving medical device. Not only that, in my case, a refrigerator is a life-saving medical device. Am I right? Not only that, you'll be able to store energy for your solar system, which produces during the day when rates are low, and then use that electricity at night when rates are high. And you're using the most electricity, especially in the summer. We all run our AC in the summer at night. SolarMax has an exclusive deal on their solar energy and LG home battery system. SolarMax combines federal and state incentives to get you a premium solar panel system with a LG home battery at the low price of just $129 a month. You get a rebate check for over $2,400 after your system is installed. I love the idea of being able to future-proof and utility-proof myself from the electric company's constant rate hikes and murder. It is so worth it. This offer ends April 30th. Call SolarMax and ask for the solar energy and LG home battery system for only $129 a month. Pound 250 on your cell, say keyword SolarMax, or check it all out at their website. See where they make the panels right there in Riverside. Go to solarmaxtech.com. Subject to credit approval. CSLB number 9072048. Gotta get the Niner. Gotta say Niner, or else the Germans might hear you say 5.
Delicious produce that fits your budget? It's right around the corner at your neighborhood Ralph's. As one of America's largest produce buyers, Ralph's gets the pick of the crop at savings we pass on to you. That's peak of the season freshness, priced right. Earn 3 times the fuel points on produce, meat, seafood, and floral. Just get your coupon from the app or at ralphs.com. Restrictions apply.
Why don't you just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. It makes no sense at all.